Netflix's hard-hitting series is back. Cobra Kai Season 6, Part 1. It's time to talk about it. Let's go. What's going on, everyone? Klep Napier for wearecritics.com, and today we're here to talk about, breakdown, and review Cobra Kai Season 6, Part 1. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Cobra Kai is back. And listen, Netflix is keeping things under wraps. This is like probably the very, very first time that I was not able to talk about Cobra Kai in any capacity until like less than 24 hours before it comes out. Yes, they've been keeping mum's word on every outlet, every person who has gotten an opportunity to see this thing, and now we can finally break silence and talk a little bit about it. But in good fashion, before I talk about what I think of this new season and where it's headed, I'm going to give you a little breakdown of what's going on in this series. Now, the first 5 episodes is all we are allowed to watch, ladies and gentlemen, because this season not only is the last and final, I know, but they're going to give us 3 great juicy portions broken into 5 episodes. So part 1 is 5, part 2 is 5, and then part 3 is going to be 5, I believe. I hope. They said it was supposed to be 15 episodes total. So yeah, we're looking at 5, 5, and 5. Also, this year, we're supposed to be getting a brand new Karate Kid movie, which is looped into the universe because Ralph Macchio is said to return as Daniel LaRusso, and then they're going to be blending in the new Karate Kid, which originally starred Jackie Chan and Jaden Smith, and Jackie Chan is supposed to reprise his role. No word on Jaden Smith, but Jackie Chan will be reprising his role as Lee, and then we have a brand new Karate Kid that's going to be in this movie. Now, no word on whether or not the series is going to set up this movie. I don't got any of that indication in this, but I'm hopeful for some things. Now, in this season, what you're going to see, they're grown up, ladies and gentlemen. These kids are no longer high school kids. They're aged up a little bit. They're still in high school, but they're looking forward to the future of things. A lot of college talk, a lot of wanting to, see what can be beyond karate in their lives and each other. A lot of them are growing in separate directions. Some are growing closer. Some are growing in separate directions. What they managed to do very well in this is the personalities they're all there. They're all still the same. In a more mature manner. It's not about just girls and boys chasing girls and girls chasing boys and petty drama at high school and roommates. It's not about that no more, ladies and gentlemen. Now real life is coming into play, and there are some really, really sad things that happen, some really hard-hitting things that happen, and some realistic things that happen. And you might be able to use all those words for the same things that I'm talking about, or not. You'll have to see for yourself when you watch the first 5 episodes. You get a lot of people returning. You're going to see a lot of faces that you probably didn't think were going to be back right away, but the first 5 definitely gets right into it. Everything kind of feels on the up and up in the beginning stages of this season. The vibe of it is it's almost like nerve-wracking, because anyone that knows writing and television, unless they're saving this first portion as a first act, then we might be in for some craziness, because like I was kind of like on edge. And don't get me wrong, I'm not spoiling anything, because some real things happen in this first part. But like you kind of get the vibe that like, all right, yeah, everything is looking good. Everyone, and it's a little too good. You know what I mean? Like for the most part. But some real things do happen in this part of the season, ladies and gentlemen. So don't think that I'm like spoiling anything. But as an overall first part, I'm kind of nervous where this thing is gonna go. In a good way. Like, yeah. Daniel is struggling with some things. We'll talk about that. He's struggling with some things internally and with the history of Miyagi-Do. I'm going to leave it at that. Now, this is the stuff that I'm hoping kind of trickles into the future. I'm really excited about this stuff, and I think all of you will be as well. And they do this so well with this stuff that has to do with Daniel and Miyagi-Do. They you can tell that these guys care about this stuff. So yeah, for the most part, the season is about these kids preparing for the Sakai the tournament that you heard about in the last season, and preparing for life, preparing for the future around each other and without each other, or however how that's the most important thing in the season right now. Alongside of that, of course, you got your bad guys, you got your baddies, and then you have some other characters who are struggling with the results of last season. That you know, a lot of that is the good stuff. Now, what did I think about this season going forward? Right now, I only have the first 5 episodes, and I got to tell you right now, I'm super excited about what's coming in Cobra Kai, and you should be too, because watching it, you're like, we all worry, is it ever going to drop the ball? It never drops the ball. Like, I don't understand how this simple little thing can be so well written. It's so good, and it's still unpredictable. You think you know, and you just never have any idea. Like, you watch this and you're like, oh, I bet this is gonna happen. And bam, they pull up, they juke you real quick. Like, you think it's going one way, and then it doesn't. It's unbelievable how well these guys. So I'm thoroughly on board. I'm stuck. I'm hooked. I can't. I don't even know what else to say about this season. That I just think that they nail it a lot with a lot of the characters, and primarily. I don't want to give any like plot points or who to focus on the most, but everybody pretty much is getting a piece of the action in the season. But there's some really good stuff with Kenny going on. Listen, Kenny has been one of my favorite characters since he's been introduced. Even when, I saw something happening with him, I knew they didn't just bring him in for nothing. I had this feeling in me. I was like, that Kenny character, they got him, chasing Robbie around, but something about him is going to be bigger and better than what we think. And so far, he's where my attention is. He's where my attention is. Everybody else, of course, you usual suspects. You got your Robbie, you got your Miguel, you got your Hawk, you got your Dimitris, you got your Tori. Everyone's there, and everyone has a reason to be there, and the storylines are they're good. Man, listen. That's all I can say. Just get excited for this, ladies and gentlemen. You don't have much time to wait. The show's on its way. All I want to know is, how excited are you to see Cobra Kai season 6 kick off? Yes, it's only the first 5 episodes. It's going to breeze by like nothing. I would say stretch it out. Try not to watch them all in one sitting, because you can do it so quickly, because immediately when you're done, that last episode, the 5th episode, you're going to have your popcorn ready. You're going to have your drink ready, and you're going to be like, give me more. I promise you. That's Cobra Kai season 6, episodes 1 through 5, part 1. Let me know if you're super excited. Like, comment, share. Make sure you subscribe. And for more movie news, television news, and pop culture, check out wearecritics.com. And I'll talk to you all later.